Hey, what is going on everyone? This is iReviews back with another video, and today I will show you guys 10 iPhone secrets that are actually hidden in plain sight. These are things that you will see on your iPhone on daily basis, but you probably don't know what they mean and probably never even paid attention to those details. So here are 10 iPhone secrets hidden in plain sight. Let's start off with the location services. So when you have location services turned on your device, you know that you will see this little arrow right there on the status bar. But you can notice that you can see right there it did change, so it's not always the same. Now sometimes it will be like full, it will be filled on the inside. Sometimes you will just see an outline of the arrow. Now when it's full like this, it means that a service or an app is currently using your location. And when it's just outlined, it means that a service or an app might use your location when it needs to. So what you can do here is go to settings and go under privacy. When you go to under privacy, you will have here location services, and here we'll see a list of apps that have your location. Now you can see right here, they also have different arrows at them. And right here you can also see the explanation for these colors and of course the shapes of that arrow. So if it's just the outline, it means that an app or a system can basically receive your location under a certain condition. So when it needs to, it will do that. The purple one means that the app or the service has used your location recently, or if it's gray like this, it means that that app or that service has used your location in the past 24 hours. So you can see all of them from here. Of course, you have the apps here, and if you go to system services, then you will have all kinds of different system services that use your location, and you can see most of them have like different shapes, different like designs of the arrow right there, and of course it tells you when they did use your location or if they're using it now. This also of course replicates to the arrow right here on the status bar. The next thing we're talking about is an icon on the home screen of your device. It's the stocks icon. Now probably most don't use this app that often, but the icon is really interesting and meaning as well. So you can see here it's just like a stock chart, whatever you want to call it right there. You might just think that's just random and they have just designed that icon just like that, just like of course to show you that's the stock icon and of course how it looks. But there's something really important right here. Now this point right there indicates the date when Apple surpassed Dell on the value. Of course that was on 2006. It was January, I believe, the point when Apple did surpass Dell, and they have put it right here on the stocks icon, which is really cool. I believe of course every time like tech companies tease at each other, you can see Samsung always making fun of Apple, and of course they go ahead and do the same thing right away, but they always do that and Apple does that as well, and you can see it right here on the stocks icon. Moving on to the control center. Now there are some really interesting things on the control center. So if we go here, you can see we have all kinds of different buttons right here. We have one to set a timer. So if you just go here, you can set the timer and start it. But did you notice that the clock here will start actually rotating as the timer is on? So if I just turn that off from here, let's just pause this. You can see it's not moving. It's a completely different icon. But if you just start here, you can see now it turns actually orange and will start moving right away. The same thing here goes for the flash. Now it's hard to notice, but the flash has that little switch right there, and when you turn it on, the switch will also turn on right there. You can notice the icon, just take a look at that. It turns on the button right there on the flash, which is really cool. Another thing here, we have the lock. So on the lock here, the orientation lock, of course, you can see a lock which is unlocked when you don't have it turned on. The moment you turn on orientation lock, it will lock that lock. That's a lot of locks. It will lock it right there, which is again a very nice touch that you probably haven't even noticed before. Now something really cool on the Shortcuts app. when you go to the Shortcuts app and you try to create a new shortcut, you need the date shortcut. What you do here is, of course, just go ahead and add an action. And let's just pick here date. So when you pick date here, you can see that it says current date. If you just tap right there and tap on specify date, so you want to specify a date here, you can see what it does right there. It shows you by default, it will show you June 29th, 2007. That's not just there by random. That's the date when the original iPhone was released. Pretty cool, right? Apple just does these kind of stuff. They have like these hidden Easter eggs on iOS, which are really cool and very fascinating, taking a look at how much they pay attention to these kind of stuff. Of course, these nice touches within iOS. So there is the release date of the original iPhone. Of course, you can tap there and pick your date, but by default, it will show you that. Moving on to the Notes app. When you go to a note on your Notes app, if you just scroll down here, you will see a date right there at the top. You probably have seen that 1,000 times, but did you know that it has a hidden feature? Tapping on that date, it will switch to the created date. So you will see the exact date and time when that note was actually created. But if you tap there once more, it will switch to the date when it was last edited. So of course, you will probably have different dates here. This one happens to have the same date, so created February 22nd, 21st, and edited February 21st as well. But you can see the time there is not the same. So if you want to know the last time a note was edited, just go ahead and tap right there. Another thing that you probably will see every day if you have Notes widgets on the home screen of your device is that there are two different widgets, the small ones for the Notes app. There are two completely different widgets. So you will see we have one that is just plain, it's just yellow, and we have one that has a folder icon and has notes on it. Now, what's the difference here? Basically, this one will pick any note that you want and show it right here on the home screen, while on that one you will show any notes folders that you want. So right there, you can 3D touch, tap on edit widget, and just go ahead and pick any of the folders that you have on your Notes app, and it will show it right there. This one allows you to do the same, but if you tap on edit widget, you can go ahead and pick any note that you have and display it right there. So these are two completely different widgets. You have one for a single note and you have one for a folder of notes. Moving on to the battery widget. This is a widget that probably a lot of people use, especially if you have like an iPhone with a notch that doesn't display the battery percentage. This is a must-have widget. You will have there the percentage of battery on the home screen. Did you notice right here at the green circle in the middle, it shows the iPhone model. Now it doesn't show the same for all the iPhones. It will show the exact model that you have. For example, here on the iPhone 7, you can see it shows an iPhone 7 with a home button. Right here on the iPhone 12 Pro Max, it will show, of course, a device with a notch. Of course, always a very nice touch, and always Apple paying attention to details. And last but not least, voice memos. You can see right there the icon of voice memos. You probably think that's just random, but it's not. That's Apple. It basically says Apple. The wave that will be created when you say Apple has been put right there. So let's just try this. Apple. And you can see right there exactly the same wave that has also been put right there on the icon of the voice memos. Again, a very, very nice touch, and always Apple paying very close attention to details. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. These are 10 things that are hidden on your iPhone and you probably see tens of times a day and you didn't even notice them, or of course never paid attention to them, didn't think that they mean something on your device. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like on this video and don't forget to subscribe for more. I'll see you on the next one.